Hi students, I hope all are fine. So today what we are going to do is we are going to continue with what we had been learning in the last class. Okay, so we shall continue with saying about active voice and passive voice. So we have already found it and we have already learned it, and also we will learn a new thing, that is about compound sentences. So this class will be mainly about these two things. Okay, so we shall just continue. So here we have a passage. Okay, so what we need to do is we need just to read it and convert it as it is written in the passive voice. Okay, so this particular paragraph is in the active voice. So what we need to do, once we finish reading, we need to convert it into active voice, passive voice. Okay, so I shall just read the paragraph. Some rogues engaged in trafficking of children kidnapped a smart school-going boy. A few pedestrians saw the incident. They requested some youth standing nearby to save the boy. The youth who ran after the rogues saved the boy. The onlookers appreciated the bravery of the youth. So what we need, this is a paragraph which appeared in the newspaper. So how we need to write it, we have it should our paragraph, what we write in the passive voice, should begin like this: a smart school going boy was kidnapped by some rogues engaged in trafficking of children. Okay, that is the first sentence. So second sentence is a few pedestrians saw the incident. So you need to write it as the incident was seen by a few pedestrians. Okay, the incident was seen by a few pedestrians. Then the third sentence is they requested some youth standing nearby to save the boy. Okay, so how you need to write it? How you need to write it is some youth were requested by the pedestrians to save the boy. Okay, or you can also write it this way: some youth who were standing nearby were requested to save the boy by the pedestrians. Okay, so the fourth sentence is this: the youth who ran after the rocks saved the boy. So it should be converted as the boy was saved by the youth who ran after the rocks. Okay, the boy was saved by the youth who ran after the rocks. Then the last one, the onlookers appreciated the bravery of the youth. So you need to write it this way: the youth were appreciated by the onlookers for their bravery. Okay, the youth were appreciated by the onlookers for their bravery. Okay, so that is it. So next one, what we are going to see is this: complete the paragraph using the passive forms or the verbs given in brackets. So we have certain verbs given in bracket, so we need to write the correct form. Okay, we need to convert it into passive form. So the World Environment Day is, the word is observed, so you need to write it as observed on June 5th every year. Millions of saplings are, the word is planted dash by responsible citizens world over. In schools and colleges, students are dash the task of picking all non-biodegradable materials like plastic. They are dash how to keep the environment free of pollution. Okay, so this is the paragraph and we have a words, so I'll just answer it for you. Okay, the World Environment Day is observed on June 5th every year. Millions of saplings are planted by responsible citizens world over. In schools and colleges, students are given the task of picking all non-biodegradable materials like plastic. They are told how to keep the environment free of pollution. Okay, so that is the answer. Then we need to read this. Okay, I shall just read this and I'll explain to you. Read the following sentences that appear in the lesson. Okay, we have two sentences given which is already there in the lesson. Many wise men came to the king, full stop. They all answered his questions differently. Second one, some said the king must prepare a timetable, he should follow it strictly. So note that each of the sentence given above contains two simple sentences. Okay, so each statement has two sentences. Okay, two simple sentences. So each simple sentence have a subject and also a verb. Okay, a finite verb. Okay, so a subject and also a finite verb. Finite verb means what? Before which we cannot use to. Okay, before which we cannot use when it is written. Okay, when it is written, before which we cannot use. If to is not used means it's a finite verb. Okay, so that is for you to understand. Then, so these two sentences in statements 1 and 2 can be combined as this, that is, many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. So we combine these two sentences using the conjunction but. Okay, conjunction but. Then second one, some said the king must prepare a timetable and he should follow it strictly. So the second one also is combined. Okay, two simple sentences are combined as one using the conjunction and. Okay, so what is the difference you found? Some said the king must prepare a timetable and he should follow it strictly. Okay, and he should follow it strictly. Okay, these are the words, these are the sentences. So we find but and also and, right, given in bold. So what are they? As I said earlier, it is known as conjunction. Okay, conjunction. So here this is for you to keep in mind. Sentences thus combined using coordinating conjunctions such as but and are compound sentences. Okay, so in the previous sentences we found but and. Okay, these two conjunctions are used. They are known as compound conjunctions. Okay, compound sentences, because they are known as coordinating conjunctions. And if we use coordinating conjunctions in order to combine two words, those two sentences are known as compound sentences. Okay, so we get compound sentences using coordinating conjunctions. Okay, so this one for you to keep in mind. A compound sentence is a sentence formed from two or more simple sentences. Okay, so what is a compound sentence? A compound sentence is a sentence formed from two or more simple sentences. So this is for you to keep in mind. You need to note that two clauses forming the compound sentence must be related in meaning. It would not be logical to join two sentences with unrelated meanings. So what does it say? If we combine two sentences, it should be relatable. Okay, there should be logical relation between the two sentences or more sentences which we combine. If they are not related, we will not get a proper meaning. That's why it is said when we combine sentences, there should be logical relationship between both the sentences or the sentences which are combined. And also, a coordinating conjunction is one of these 7 joining words. Okay, these are the coordinating conjunctions, which are the for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Okay, so we have 7 words as coordinating conjunctions. Okay, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and also so. So you can remember the coordinating conjunctions with the word fanboys. Okay, so this is for us to understand it better, or just like a short form. Okay, fanboys. So coordinating conjunctions can be remembered using the word fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. Okay, so we can remember coordinating conjunctions using the word fanboys. Okay, so that is for us to keep in mind which are the coordinating conjunctions, and also how to remember them. Okay, how to remember them easily. So we have some sentences. Okay, so this is for us to keep in mind. I'll just read it for you. Here are some more examples of compound sentences. Okay, compound sentences are given here, so this is for us to keep in mind. The two stopped to eat, for the work had made them hungry. Okay, for the work had made them hungry. So we can, if you want, we can divide this one sentence as two. Okay, so the two stopped to eat. Okay, full stop. The work had made them hungry. So now we use coordinating conjunction for in order to combine those two sentences, and we have one sentence here. The two stopped to eat, for the work had made them hungry. In the same way, we have we have all the coordinating conjunctions in compound sentences. Okay, so this one you can just read it and understand. And we have a worksheet to do. It is about active voice and passive voice, which we have already learned it. So what we need to do, collect 10 newspaper headings and find out whether they are in the active voice or passive voice. So you need to find out, go through the newspaper and find out headings. Okay, headings, and find out whether they are in the active, the headings are in the active voice or the passive voice. Okay, 10 headings you need to find out. All right, so I hope today's class is clear to you. Thank you and bye.